For introduction, Bukit Bunga Crystal Ice Sdn Bhd was established by Haji Warosli bin Haji Wan Yusof on 1st January 1998 with number company registration 4563999M. This company is 100% owned by Bumiputra. Initially, the plant operates at number 80 Kampung Bukit Bunga, Tanah Merah, Kelantan, with only a tube ice processing machine and a transport truck for the purpose of delivering products to customer. Okay, due to the increase in the market demand, the factory management has purchased several other ice tube processing machines to meet market demands and to enhance the competitiveness of existing ice tube processing factories in Kelantan. However, Bukit Bunga Crystal Ice Sdn Bhd is still the largest producer of ice tube in Kelantan. Operation challenge that faced by Bukit Bunga Crystal Ice Sdn Bhd. Okay, so the first challenge is in handling organization facilities like ice machine. One of the common ice machine problem happen in Bukit Bunga Crystal Ice Sdn Bhd is low of water flow of the ice machine. This might be caused by the water supply itself or the water filter might be plugged up. Okay, so the second challenge is that faced by Bukit Bunga Crystal Ice Sdn Bhd also will be disturbed when room temperature too warm in factory. This is because of ice machine production is proportional to water and air pressure. Okay, another operation challenge happen when height of water temperature in processing of ice tube. Water in excess of 90 degrees will take too long to freeze and will trip the freeze cycle timer. In this case, the ice machine will shut down in order to protect itself. Okay, next is Bukit Bunga Crystal Ice Sdn Bhd also face challenge in the design and development of the product. This is because as you start or modify your business, you need to design your store layout, product and service to best match the needs you learn from research. Okay, beside that, another operation challenge that faced by organization is in handling customer service. In some of case, they have to cater the needs of their customer who have experienced negative product or service result, and that is its own target market. Bukit Bunga Crystal Ice Sdn Bhd also needs to face challenge in handling distribution of their product. They need to cater their target market wisely so that it will make it as easy as possible for people in that group to buy from them. Okay, lastly, in order to survive, they also need alert and compete with their competitor. Ice block are a commodity product. They all basically look the same.
So now, based on what assignment that I do this now, I want to tell you about the operation and the system that they do. Okay, which is like I try to find how the analysis that they do, which is how their operation and use the system to produce the crystal ice from the water, which is from the water they make into the ice. How they try to produce the ice, what kind of the material that they use, how about the cost that they need to produce the ice and so on. So from that, I'm trying to me and my team try to analyze what kind of thing that they do and what kind of the management and the system that they apply in the company or organization to produce one product. And after that, I think based on me and my friend do in assignment, I saw a lot of things that they do, and of course they have their own strategy planning, which is, for me, I think that's a great strategy because they can get a lot of profit by produce only ice from a water. That means, or that show to you guys, to me, that their operation and their system in a great situation, which is they can get a lot of profit by using a great operation system.
Next one is product and also service design.
Okay, so Bukit Bunga Kista Ais Senang Bahar actually is well known as the ice manufacturing organisation. So for product, they offer ice tube in the marketplace. Okay, actually this company actually is offer for product and also service. So for service, they offer delivery service, and actually they well known as the key suppliers to the retailers, agent and also stockists. Okay, so next is target market. Okay, so for target market, Bukit Bunga Kista Ais Bahar actually is focusing for geographic segmentation. So they focus for food industry in the Tanah Merah Kelantan. Okay, so as you can see for food industry, they focus for hotel, kiosk, canteen, and any food store in the Tanah Merah. And after that, they started to distribute their product to all the regions in the Kelantan. Okay, apart from that, apart from the geographic segmentation, they also focus to distribute their product to the retailers, stockists, and agents in the Kelantan. And beside that, they also use segmentations of the communication, which is they use their own website and also media social. Next is recommendation for the organization. Okay, a few of recommendations need to take by the Bukit Bunga Kista Ais Bahar. Okay, the first one is they need to spend more money on the development of the product. Means that they have to diversity their products more, and they have not to focus for the ice tube only. Okay, the next one is they also need to spend more money on the market research, because they have to know how to cater and also conduct their target market effectively. And beside that, they also have to expand promotional items like media social. In this case, Bukit Bunga Kista Ais Bahar should to promote a wider use of the existing social media like Twitter and also blog, because nowadays people spend more time on the media social. So when they expand the wider for the promotions of the media social, they can update their daily specials posting, get people to know their upcoming deals, and also their can share more information about their organization.
Now for 3.6. The question is, do they measure the impact of design and the new product development? Bukit Bunga Ice Factory did measure their impact toward their product design. This is because the design offer a potential way to position and to differentiate the product that can play a significant role for their company's success. Furthermore, in many ways, it is the focus on how to understanding the customer and what terms should be presented in the form of research proposition in relating to the impact from the customer about the design of the product. They will measure the impact by analyzing their competitor, and they measure on how their competitor do their marketing and the quantity of ice tube process. They sure by analyzing their competitor, they can measure the impact to their product. The impact is such as reduce in quantity, broken machine, reduce in staff, and so on. This kind of weaknesses will become an impact to the factory that they should measure, and they should have a backup in the future. Okay, now I will discuss the product or service design. Okay, we have a process of flow chart of Bukit Bunga Ice Factory. First, we will go through, the first is storage tank, the second is filtering, then UV treatment, next freezing, cutting, ice tube, weighing and balancing, packaging, transceiver, and then transportation. This is product design. where the process flowchart about ICE is being working on. The flowchart will explain to us about the beginning of the ice tube process until they transport to their agent, stockist, or to their customer. Next, we'll show you the process or the chart about the distribution process in this company. So now for the distribution process, we have four. First is from producer to consumer. Second is from producer to retailer, then retailer to consumer. Fourth is from producer to agent, then agent to the retailer and retailer to the consumer. And the fourth is from producer to stockist, and from the stockist to the retailer and the retailer to the consumer. The distribution process is explaining to us how the product was went through before it reached to the customer. For the first line, the producer straight the customer will deal through the factory about the product. That is why the process of making a product or service available for the consumer or business user that needs it. This distribution process can be done directly by the producer or the service provider or using the indirect channels with distributors. Therefore, the impact of the design is actually will show us about how the new product development will survive in the market. We can see that the impact to the new product development will increase a good impact to the factory with more good effectiveness on it.
In conclusion, operation management is very important in the organization because they play a big role in the business as they create the highest level of efficiency within the organization. Operation management is also the one who run the business to make it successful and achieve an excellent result. In this case, Haji Wan Rusdi bin Haji Wan Yusof, as the director of Bukit Bunga Krista Aisan dan Berhad, has been using a good operation management method to increase revenue and strengthen the market. It can be shown by, in the short period of time, the factory has grown and started to firmly establish itself. Until now, the ice tube product of this factory has been able to dominate the entire market of Kelantan.
Okey, ini merupakan salah satu mesin yang terbesar yang berada di sini dan kapasiti kita boleh menjangkau 70 hingga 90 pack pada satu masa dalam 15 minit ke